Pagpag ka na lang siguro.
Kinakat off.
Okay.
Hello, just logging in and testing everything's working. We'll start at exactly 8 minutes. Hi. Hi, Ate Margot. Thank you for being here. Hi, everyone. Hey, Craig. Let me know who's joining, who's watching. Feel free to say hi in the comments. Let me see if I...
I love myself the way I am. Love myself the way I am. Every second, every sound, every moment on the ground. Just like him, just like that. In the corner in the sand. I am perfect and I am. Appreciate
Hi.
who I am.
Just navigating this. Thank you for joining me.
I love myself the way I am. I love myself the way I am. Every second, every sound, every movement on the ground. I love myself the way I am. I love myself the way I am. Every second, every sound.
Where are you joining me from? I know I have my peeps from the Philippines. Hi, Chen. Nice to see you here. I've got my cancer people, my cancer friends. Hi, Shasha from Bahrain.
We are all so beautiful. I love myself the way I am.
Hi.
The way I am. Every second.
So good to have you.
Every moment on the ground.
Hi, everyone. Hello. So we're having a full moon today. How's everyone feeling? Thank you. So I hope I can see your comments and just drop in your questions anytime. Good to be here. I woke up with a splitting migraine. And so I feel so blessed to be feeling so good right now. Hi, Christy. I'm going to watch the replays of everyone's masterclass today. I had to take a rest. So thank you for being here. I feel it's also such a blessing that because my physical is kind of not 100%, I'm feeling more into my heart rather than thinking too much, which is, a case for many of us. So I feel the universe just reminding me, hey, Ness, just drop down, drop into your heart, drop into your body. Hi, Craig, you're in Brisbane. Thank you for watching while you're working. Oh, and you can use #live if you're watching live, and if you're watching the replay, drop in #replay. Hey, JB. Finally, we're seeing each other here. I haven't seen a lot of my friends in a long time since the pandemic. Hi, Christy from Queensland. Oh, I would love to visit Queensland someday. We're coming to Australia next year, so wouldn't it be interesting to meet my co-authors from Australia? From Kamsur. Oh, we're gathering today. Thanks, Christy. I will take you up on that. Hey, Sophie, I missed you, girl. I would definitely want to visit the beach, Sophie. Oh, okay, so it's 5, and I just like to invite everyone to just to ground ourselves. I'd like to open this space to just set our intention, set my intention. Join me. Let's just ground ourselves. You can just find your feet planted on the ground. Feel that connection to Mother Earth. And you can put your hands on your lap, facing down or facing up. Just set our intention to create this loving space for learning, for exchange, to come together, like even if we're everywhere around the world, that we are in this beautiful circle of exchanging love, joy, and peace around us, connecting, setting our intention in, breathing in from your heart. And when you feel safe, I invite you to just close your eyes just for a few moments to just come into your breath. Just inviting everyone, connecting with the source, the universe, Mother Earth, for us to come together today to receive what we need to receive healing from each other, to connect with ourselves. Breathing in from the heart, exhaling through the mouth. One more time, breathing in from the heart, exhaling through the mouth. Just being here and now, Connect with your heart. Breathe in from the heart. Oh, welcome, welcome everyone. Shake it, shake it, shake it. Thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being here. I am honored to have this opportunity to share this time with you, to share the next hour with you. I thought I'd start with sharing how my self-healing journey began, which I shared a lot in my chapter in the Warriors of Light. Coming back to it now, my healing journey began with pain, deep pain. And only when I was an adult that I started to think that it was all for a big reason, that there was a big reason behind all that pain. But as I shared in the book, I've been feeling pain since I was a little girl. And I didn't know how to make sense of it. All I knew was that I was experiencing so much pain and I just wanted to end all that pain. I didn't know what it was for. And finally, when my father died, and he was like the whole world to me, and a few years later, my a 15-year relationship crumbled, and I felt I had nothing at all. Like I was just empty. Everything that I thought I had was gone. Was just gone. And I just came to the realization like, okay, so now that I have nothing at all, everything that I thought I was stable and I could rely on was gone. What do I do now? What do I do now with my life? And of course, I shared in the book that I actually wanted to end my life. But I had a son, I had a child, and that was not an option anymore. And so I needed to find something deep inside me to keep moving forward. And that's really when I started finding the inner resources. Meaning, since I could not rely anything from outside of me, I could not rely on people, I could not rely on, luck or circumstances changing for me or wait for that. I had to go really deep and find something that I didn't know I had. I had to dig deep. I didn't know what I was looking for. All I could do was keep looking, keep seeking. And that's when I guess it was, I'm thinking about it now, how the books started coming to me, like literally people giving me the book or someone telling me to get this book. A book coming to me without me looking for it and me finding the answers in it. But of course, a book is just a book. You will still be the one to apply it in your life. And I started meditating. I was really bad at it. I was so frustrated. You would close your eyes and think, oh, that's so long. And I would look at the time. Only a minute has passed. And it was so frustrating. And then just intuitively as well, I knew my body needed to move. So I found yoga. I didn't know what I was doing. I had no teacher back then. I had no money, first of all. I had no money. I could not, take any classes, or all I had really was just me. And that was a gift. because I did not have the money, I had to look from within. So, and it makes you think that meditation and yoga are things that you can do without really having the resources. And I know a lot of my friends from the Philippines deal with this a lot. Not really thinking, oh, but I don't have the luxury of attending this class, taking this class, doing this, learning this. I couldn't even buy a book. Really, I could not even buy a book. I was that broke. And so when you have that, you're left with just you. So when someone comes to me not really knowing what to do, my simple answer is like really start from within. And I've come to realize you already have everything you need. And it just keeps coming back to me. And this is why I like to call every time I have a talk, or even for my program, I call it activating the inner healer, because it really begins with really just you, literally just you. You don't need anything else. I even wanted to start this like, you don't even need this masterclass. You don't need gurus and mentors. You need yourself first to really connect with that. And it's going to be different for everyone. Before we start looking outside for what we need, we have to look within. And I know it's easier said than done. But I hope that you don't wait until you don't have anything, just like I did. And if you are going through something tough, I want to say that I am living proof that you can go from nothing to living the best, amazing life you can ever have. And it's not going to be about, having all the material things. You start first with having all the riches inside, knowing that all the material things outside starts from here. This is really what activating the inner healer is about. It's not just about becoming a healer where you heal other people. I feel the inner healer is about you being your own healer first. Yes, Christy, isn't it a familiar story for many? Starting from nothing, being nothing, and then discovering yourself. And Craig, I love the part, it was actually the last part of your chapter where you said, no one has a bigger role in this, shift in the consciousness and this great awakening, that we all have a role. There is no bigger or more important role, and one has a smaller role and one has a bigger role. Like, we are all equal in this. And so I'm advocating for all of us and everyone I meet to find their inner healer inside of them. Because when you heal, when one person heals, it just changes everything outside. It creates a ripple effect. When one person heals, they don't even know it, but their family heals with them, and their friends heal with them. Even if it's just a tiny, tiny shift, it just creates a widespread love all around. Okay, so I asked my friends to send me their questions, like when they see the words activate the inner healer, what does it mean for them? To let my Warriors of Light authors know, many of the people attracted to my energy or who comes to me are really just starting to embark on their spiritual journey or their healing journey. they don't even know they're in that journey. They don't know the words, you know, they don't have the vocabulary to even speak about what's going on with them. So I love starting with the basics, the fundamentals, which is also good to start with that solid foundation of knowing the basics first before getting really spiritual about so many things. So one of the questions that they asked me is, what are the practical and easy ways to activate your inner healer? First, I answer that with a question. Why activate the inner healer at all? Right? Why? What for? And I'll go back to my experience with some days for me was a point where I had no choice. I had no choice but to heal myself, because there was no moving forward after that. There was no choice. You have to be strong, that's it. And so that is a question you have to ask yourself. How much pain are you in before you starting that healing journey? Starting to pause and asking yourself, where do I go from here? Do I still want to keep my life the way it is? Or do I want to create the shift in my life in a way that everything will completely change? Or do I want a band-aid? Heal myself now and then go back to how everything in my life was before? Or do I want a bigger, better, more amazing life than what I have now? Because for me, it started like that. I could not go back. The past was too painful and the future was bleak. And all I had was the present. And in that present, I had the choice on how I wanted to move forward. And once you choose to start your healing journey, look at the resources that you have that's already available. We all have busy lives, but can you start with taking 5 minutes of your day? I love to start my day in the morning before everyone wakes up. It's like, oh, that sweet, sweet moment where I can just be with myself and God, or just be with me and my energy, and to just sit down. You don't even have to call it meditation. You really just sit and be with your breath. And on some days where it's too busy, like my mind is just going all over the place, I take my notebook and I start writing. I just write down everything. And when I've exhausted my mind from so much thinking, I'll have that quiet pause, and I just sit with myself. Sometimes I open the window and I just stare at the sky, watch the clouds. And I know some people have a difficult time with that. And as Pema Chodron would say, when it's becoming difficult, that's when you know you're doing it right. And it doesn't mean that you stop. You just keep going. If the first day that you try just sitting with yourself, you feel like you failed because you're still too busy and you couldn't, just listen to your breath, keep going, do it again the next day. Do it again the next day. And then do it again the next day. Be patient with your own journey. Things just kind of reveals itself when you have the time to just be, as Christy says, to just be. And those quiet moments have done wonders for me. When I was still working in corporate and I would travel for like 2 hours to get to work, I would still, turn my alarm on 15 minutes before I start getting ready for work. And in those 15 minutes, I would at least have 5 minutes to just be quiet and be with myself. And then 10 minutes would be for yoga or for writing. Oh, I love those 15 minutes. And I would go to work like so refreshed, so jolly even. I would have this beautiful smile on my face. And that really got me through tough times. Even when in that particular job, I wasn't feeling fulfilled, I was feeling frustrated. But every day I would start my morning connected with myself. And I wasn't a healer then. I was just, being practical of just using what I had, and no one could take that away from me. No matter how bad things got, I had 15 minutes to myself. That the luxury of having that gift, it's actually a gift you give to yourself. And then slowly, things just starts happening. Some days, some mornings, I just have to cry. And crying is that beautiful release. Che, I hope Che's still watching. I remember that sometimes if you don't know what to do, just cry. And things are just going crazy. Allow yourself to just express that emotion and cry. Clear yourself of that burden. And sometimes it sounds so simple, right? But these are really the best tools. Sometimes it's so simple. Like, how do you activate the inner healer? It's still going back to the basics. Meditating, doing movement, releasing, unloading. Different ways for different people. I would love to dance. And then sometimes I would just spend time crying. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. And because my default is sadness, so I just needed to cry. And when I'm able to get that out, I feel so much better, like better than taking, any pain reliever. Better than taking any medicine. And sometimes also, one of the best cures is resting. Taking a nap. And also that's a luxury. I was able to take a nap before going on live. Like, the best luxuries are the things that you don't even have to pay for. And if you give yourself that gift, it allows you to just be. And this is leaning on your feminine side, was just asking you to rest, asking you to just be you without all the roles, without the roles of mother, the role of sister, daughter. Just forget everything that you need to do first, and yeah, just be. Okay, and I'll go to my next question. If you have any other questions, just drop them in the comments. Hi, Natalie. Yes, thank you. Thank you for dropping in and saying hi. How to know if, oh no, okay. How can one know if he or she needs healing? What are the common signs? Tough question. Tough question. Most often with the people that I meet, many of them, of course, there's pain. They are in great pain. And so they ask for healing. But usually they're already at the edge. Like they have met, they're on the brink. And they don't know what to do or where to start. But I would say the common signs that we need healing is we experience a lot of illnesses. When I was in a toxic relationship, I had no idea what healing was about. I had no idea what Reiki was about. I went to the emergency room a couple of times, and I would complain about something around my stomach, and the doctors would check on me for hours and hours, and they couldn't figure out what was wrong with me. Different doctors saw me. They had no idea what was wrong. And now I know that it was just, I had so much pain in my heart that I could not release. I had a lot of sickness in me before. I would often get a sore throat every few weeks. I had acute tonsillitis every few months. I had a lot of pains in my body. And I didn't know what to make of them. I wasn't a sickly person. But during that toxic relationship, my body was just a mess. I would lose weight for no reason. I would look like, a zombie. I had insomnia for a long time. I had no immunity at all. And the difference now is as soon as I feel something, when something's off around my body, I could feel it right away. And I can manage that by just meditating on it and setting an intention. And I would release whatever it is there. I can instantly heal myself. But let me tell you that I had to purge a lot first. I had to purge all that toxins out of my body. And I also discovered that meat doesn't work for me. So when I stopped eating meat, I just became healthier. I can't even explain that. I just didn't feel good in my body, and that's different for every person. So when you start having those few moments to yourself, things come to you, and you intuitively know what to do next. You start connecting with your body. You'll know what food you need to eat, what exercise you need to do. You'll know what books you need to read. It's amazing. That's how amazing it is when you start your healing journey. Other than that, when you have cleared so much in your body, you also start magnetizing what you need, including material things, including money, including opportunities, work opportunities, meeting the right people. So when we start our healing journey, you're not just healing your body. You're actually magnetizing money too. You're actually magnetizing prosperity and abundance. It's just natural. I want to say it's almost automatic, because, okay, money and abundance and prosperity, they're always around us. They're always available. Why we cannot access them is because we have so much blocks around us. We're so blocked with fear, unnecessary suffering. We have those conditioning and limiting beliefs that stops us from accessing everything that we need in this life. I believe in a generous God and a generous universe, that you can literally just grab something from the ether and make it come into reality, in the physical reality. This is sometimes overlooked when we say healing. And I only discovered this recently when I met my coach. Yan and I went to her to help us with our digital marketing business. So like we came up to her and told her, we need help. We don't know how to, like, we're getting clients, but we seem to be hitting a ceiling and we can't go bigger. And she just told us, okay, join my program. This is about healing your limiting beliefs, something like that. And we're like, but we actually want to help with our business, not with healing ourselves. And so it did not make sense at that time. But we trusted. We took a leap of faith. We trusted and we signed up for it. Even though at that time we felt like we can't afford this. We can't literally afford this. But we trusted and we jumped in. And that's really when, you know, things started to happen for us. It was the best decision ever. And let me tell you, for me, I knew it. When you're looking for your mentor, you have to be really choosy and picky, in a sense that you have to sense if they're the right person for you. And it's not intellectually, you have to feel it in your heart and in your body. And I just felt it. It just felt right. So when we jumped in, there was a lot of unloading. A lot of unloading of the beliefs that we had before, that we didn't even know we were in a scarcity mindset. When we unloaded all the childhood wounds, or just being aware of our childhood wounds, there was a lot of blocks that was removed. And so we started magnetizing the abundance that we were ready for. So in a way, you do need to invest in your healing. You have to say a big yes to the universe that you're ready for more. And when you're that open, how open you are, that's also the same openness that you'll receive. And so it inspired me to keep doing what I'm doing now. I know what it's like to be in so much pain. And it's the same pain that I'm able to help the people that come to me work through their pain so they can be free of it. Yes, Shasha, ready for more. Your healing journey is a big investment for yourself, meaning create a time for it. Guard that time. Whether it's 5 minutes or 15 or 30 minutes, guard the time for you. If you can start there, start there. Only you can begin that healing journey. And you can start it right now. Like right now is the best time to start that. But it will always be you who can unlock that. It has to start with you. You can read all the books. You can have all the mentors. You can take all the certifications, all the classes. But if inside you, you have not said yes, that you're willing to change your life, because you know that even if it's not clear, you know that there's a better life out there for you, that will not happen until you turn that switch on and begin that healing journey. That's right, Shasha. You have to guard your time and guard your peace. And for Shasha, for example, when we did her Reiki healing session, we had no idea how her life will start. And for her, when she started that journey, what came up first was her boundaries. Her boundaries were being tested. So when you start saying yes to a healing journey, it's not going to be easy. It's not going to be like, whoo, everything's coming to me now. Everything's easy now. It might actually start becoming more difficult. So that's a time to keep going. When it's most difficult and you're being tested, Like, oh, okay, you want to start meditating? I'm going to make it hard for you. That's when you just keep going. Keep going and keep going. Start with the resources that you have available right now. Because you have that inner healer in you. I mean, we heal ourselves every day, unconsciously. But when you start that journey consciously, amazing things starts happening. Yes, it's not easy. But God is always guiding you through that. God will connect things for you. The universe will start bringing things towards you. And it just becomes an amazing journey. It becomes an amazing adventure. That's really what it is. It's just an adventure. It's choosing which adventure to take. One of the important components to start healing yourself is also to take responsibility for your actions and reactions to the circumstances that you're in. When we blame other people or when we blame circumstances, like I was born poor, or I had parents like this, I did not have support. When we start looking outside for the reason why we are in where we're at now, we give our power away. But when you bring everything inside you, like, okay, I brought myself in this situation, that really just means you can bring yourself out of it too. And my biggest lesson here for me was when I was in that 15 years of a lot of toxic in my life. When I come towards the end of it, I had to understand that I had a role in that. It wasn't entirely this person's fault why I was in a toxic relationship. I brought myself in there. I actively participated. I said yes. Heck, I got married twice to the same person. I said yes to that. I cannot blame all of that to one person. It was my fault too. And when I put it to myself, and this is regardless if they were a narcissist or they were this and that, regardless, I had a role in it. And if you can take responsibility for getting yourself in that situation, you also have the power to get out of it and to use that circumstance as a jump off point to skyrocket. It's no one else's responsibility. It becomes you. And I was freed from that relationship without us talking. I was able to forgive this person without this person asking for my forgiveness. No talk at all. I had no communication at all about that. I just knew that if I forgive this person, I'm going to be free, that I could fly. From here on out, I'm going to fly. And I did. And I often say that the person who hurt me the most was my greatest teacher. And if weren't for this person, I wouldn't be the healer that I am today. I wouldn't be the coach that I am today. I wouldn't be the published author that I am today. Thank you, God, for that difficult time in my life. I no longer needed that person to make me feel good about myself. And that really healed me a lot. That the most difficult time in my life was my greatest healing. Because I had to break apart, break down, broken pieces. I was broken into pieces, and from there, I was able to form myself again, brand new, brand new. What a blessing. What a blessing. Thank you, everyone, for still being here. And I'll go to the next question. How do you know if you're ready to activate your inner healer? For me, I felt the need. I felt the suffering of other women like me. I felt their suffering. And I felt like if I could just help them just a little bit to ease that pain, I want to do that. I would want the privilege of being able to help them get through the most difficult time in their lives. Because when I was going through mine, I had no one to support me. I had no one to reach out to. While my relationship was crumbling, my friends were just starting their lives, were just starting in their beautiful relationships. No one could relate to me. I could not relate to others. I did not know anyone who was also going through what I was going through. And I felt like I know what it's like to be alone in that journey. And so if I could be that person for them that they can reach out to, I'm gladly saying yes. So I said yes to God. I said yes to the universe, that I will take on this role. I will take on this task of helping other women go through their own self-healing journey. Then I'm willing to take the pain that goes on with it. Because when you do say yes to helping others, it requires you to first heal yourself. It requires you to be empty of yourself, where you have to unload your own shit, because it's the only way you can guide others. Because if you're guiding others while you have your own shit to deal with, you're just passing on your own issues to them. So saying yes to becoming a healer and helping others heal is such a huge responsibility. I did not really know what I was saying yes to. But being here now, it just feels so amazing to have the honor of guiding others to meeting themselves. And when I see them seeing their own power, helping them discover, like, wow, I am this magnificent, I am this fabulous, I did not even know that. And it makes my difficult journey so worth it. So worth it. And just the other day, my friend told me, "Oh, Naz, after reading your story, I'm glad you're still here. I'm glad that you did not take your own life." And I told her, I'm grateful every day. I am grateful every day, waking up to just being alive. I don't need to accomplish anything. I don't need to be anything, be somebody. I'm just grateful to be alive. So having this opportunity to share my story with you and help guide others, it's like a plus, plus, plus. It's like cherry on the cake. Because every minute of my life, I'm just grateful I'm still here. And I know that I was guided, that in so many times in my teens, I attempted to take my own life. Somehow, somewhere, a guiding light just was there for me. And kept me safe the whole time. So thank you for this honor and privilege to be here right now. Thank you, Craig. So let me tell you that if I could make it, that if I could turn my life from feeling not wanting to be here on earth to waking up every day grateful and feeling loved, that you have it in you too. I am special and so are you. I am as special as you are. You have everything you need in yourself. Whatever it is that you're dreaming of doing, becoming, whatever it is that you want to experience in this life, in this brief life, that you can do it. that you have it in you, that you already have everything you need. You just might need guidance on how to tap that, on how to discover that in yourself. And you can check the other authors and the Warriors of Light, read their stories, see who connects with you in a deep, deep way, and get in touch with them. I feel you all have, there's a particular person that we will resonate with. And they are our guides. They are our mentors that are meant to help us through this, wherever our journey will take us. So owning, being a healer and a facilitator for others to guide them through their journey. For those in Metro Manila, we're going to start having a retreat in Tagaytay City. And it's what I'm also called to do, to create these safe spaces to help others and guide others through their journey. It's the kind of space that I wished I had when I was going through my journey. It's definitely not for me, but it's for you, for anyone who is looking for that space to reconnect with themselves. So we're offering that retreat, and we'll have more retreats coming as we're guided to do that, collaborating with other teachers and other healers. And if you're also wanting to start your healing journey, you can go to my website, nestlove.com, and I have free worksheets for you. And I will add later on, if you sign up to the newsletter, I will also start sending meditation videos to help you, guide you in your reflection and start connecting with yourself. So when I started meditating, it wasn't easy, like, just sitting and being still and in a quiet space. I had to start with listening to a guided meditation by Deepak Chopra. I had to start that, and I couldn't sit still. I had to lie down because I had insomnia for a long time. So I needed a lot of sleep and rest. So I started meditating, lying down first. And I'll be offering that too. So you can really start with that. You can start with guided meditations, whether it's lying down, sitting down, standing up, or just walking meditation. You can start with that. And I will also be opening my doors for an 8-week coaching program where I help women to activate their inner healer. And I'll take them through the journey of rediscovering themselves. It's going to be a weekly live session, and then we'll end it with a retreat in the end. So I'm just opening my doors for that. and creating this container for those who are ready for that. But wherever you are in your journey, begin today and keep going, even when it feels difficult and challenging. And reach out to me when you need the guidance. We'll do more of this, creating that space for each other, to guide each other and teach each other. Thank you, Karina. Thank you, thank you. If anyone else have questions, feel free to drop it in the comments. Gosh, 1 hour went by so fast. Thank you also for this safe space for me to just share my story. I felt you, I felt seen and heard. I felt the permission to just be myself, to just let anything and everything come through. So thank you. Thank you, Len, for being here. Thank you. I'd like to close this space with gratitude and love. I want to send everyone sending love, kindness, joy, peace. May you continue in your healing journey. May you allow your heart to guide you. May you share your peace and love to everyone you meet. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Namaste. Catch you again next time. Love, love, love.